Good morning, students. So, in the last video, you learnt about the formula of compound interest. How to find the compound interest if it is given interest is compounded annually. But sometimes you can see the time period and the rate, they vary. When the interest is not compounded annually, means it will be informed that the rate is calculated or the rate of interest is compounded either happily or it is quarterly. So in this case, how can we find the rate and the time period? See here, what is time period? Time period means the interest, the period in which the interest is added to the new principal. Okay, that time period. It is known as conversion period. Okay, and it is denoted as N. If the interest is compounded happily and the interest, so here in this case, interest is calculated twice in a year. Half yearly means 6 months once. So how many times in a year? It is 2 times. So the interest is calculated twice in a year. So in this case, rate will be whatever it is given in the question for the annual rate, that will be half of annual rate. Okay. And in this case, the conversion period or time N is equal to twice of the in a year. Means for the 6 month one, then the another 6 month once. So how many times in a year? Twice in a year. Twice in a year. If it is given 3 year, 2 into 3, 6 year. If it is given 4 year, 2 into 4, 8 times. Okay. Means N will be 8. So conversion period understood, the time period after which the interest is added to the principal. This is the in case of happily. When the interest is compounded quarterly, if it is compounded quarterly, the interest is calculated 4 times in a year. Quarterly. So as it is quarterly, so it is 4 times in a year. And in this case, rate will be whatever given for the annual rate, means 10% per annum, 3% per annum. That will be, in this case, the rate will be 1/4 of the annual rate. Okay. And the conversion period or the N will be 4 times in a year, because here 4 times the interest will be calculated. So the time period will be 4 times per year. If it is given 2 year, so 4 into 2, 8 year. If it is given 1.5 year, so 1.5 into 4 you will do, and you will find the N. Okay, understood? If it is compounded happily and if it is compounded quarterly. Here I will give one example. See, example, suppose principal is 1000, time period is 2 year, means it is borrowed for 2 year. Rate of interest is 10% per annum compounded happily, means annually it is 10%. But as it is compounded happily, what I have informed from the earlier, if it is compounded happily, the rate will be half. So the actual rate for the calculation, it will be 10 by 2, it is 5. And time period, what I said, time period will be twice in a year. Twice in a year. Here how many year it is given? Here it is given 2 year. So if it is twice in a year, so in 2 year how many times it will be calculated? 4 times. So the conversion period or the time N is equal to 4. Now we will put it in the formula. What we know? Amount is equal to P whole into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power N. So 1000 whole into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole to the power 4. So 1000 into, if you take the LCM 100 and if you add, it is 105 by 100 whole to the power 4. This we can write in the decimal. 1000 into 1.05 whole to the power 4. If you calculate this, we will get 1215.51 rupees. it is amount. So compound interest, what we know, interest is equal to amount minus principal. So you subtract here amount minus principal, we will get 215.51 rupees. Okay, so here if it is given half yearly. In the same example, if it is given compounded quarterly, so what we will do here, rate will be, as it is given quarterly, rate will be 1/4. So 10 by 4 means 2.5. Then n is equal to what I told, 4 times in a year. So here it is given time is equal to 2 year. So if in a year is 4 times, so 2 year it is 8 times. So interest will be calculated 8 times. So n is equal to 8. So a is equal to p whole into 1 plus r by 100. If you put the formula, so 1000 into 1 plus 2.5 by 100 whole to the power 8. So here if you take the LCM, 100 plus 2.5, it is 100, 2.5 by 100 whole to the power 8. If you calculate this one, 100 by 100 means I can write here 1.025 to the power 8. And if you do the calculation, we will get the amount is equal to 1218.40. So compound interest will be 1218.40 minus 1000, it is 218.40 rupees. Got it? How to calculate if it is given compounded half yearly and compounded annually. Okay, so basing on this, so try to solve exercise 10.1. If you have any doubt, in the next class I will solve the exercise questions. Thank you and have a nice day.